Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my video submission for the NYX Face Awards. I was inspired to do this very after dark, kind of moon inspired look. I'm not really sure what I'm calling it yet, but I am super excited because I have never been able to enter into the NYX Face Awards before, and this is my first year entering in, and I am just overwhelmed and super excited, and I hope that I can get in the top 30. And if I can ask anything of you guys is that you are supportive and you guys use social media and help get me out there, because views do count to help get you into the top 30. And then if I do get in the top 30, then views are one of the most important things. So if you guys have it in your heart to try to help me out, I would love nothing more than to have your support. And if you guys would just watch the video and share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, on Instagram, all those social media outlets, and help get me into the top 30. I would be forever grateful, and I couldn't even explain how much it would mean to me. But I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you thought and any ideas for future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys. I'm done! Alright everyone, so to start off, I'm taking my flash palette. I'm using the silver, black, and white shade to mix up this really pretty gray silver color. And I am applying that all over my face using a brush. I'm going to go back and forth using a sponge and a brush just to make sure I get in all the areas of my face and make sure it's all blended out as well. If you feel like you're having a hard time blending it out, try using a little bit of Fix Plus or water if you don't have Fix Plus. That will help blend out the colors a little bit more to make sure that you evenly distribute it all across the face. And of course, we don't want to forget the hairline and the neck. I'm only going to partially do the neck right now, and then I will go back in later once I'm done and finish off the chest. And once we are done blending all of that out, then I'm going to highlight, because of course this creature that I'm creating has to be highlighted and contoured. So I am using the white paint in the areas that I would normally highlight, and then I'm blending it out with a beauty blender. And make sure this is damp and be very careful, otherwise you're going to move around the paint underneath. But if you do this really well, it's going to make a very seamless look. And to contour, I'm going to use the black color from the palette. And I'm just going to run that down the bridge of my nose, all the way on my cheekbones to my lips, and on the forehead and under my lip. I want this to be very exaggerated, that's why I'm going a little crazy. And then I'm blending it out with the side of my beauty blender. If you feel like you're having a hard time blending it out, you can always use the fat end, which is what had the original paint color on it. That'll help make it look a little bit more seamless. And of course, we cannot forget to set the face, so I'm actually going to use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I figure this would give a nice radiance to the skin. Off our eyes, I'm going to use this NYX Prismatic Eyeshadow in the color Smoke and Mirrors. And I'm going to put this on my eyelids all the way up to my brow bone. And then I'm going to take the Sugar Pill Grand Tiara, and I'm going to place that on the inner half of my eye and in the inner corner. For brows, I'm going to try to go with a white brow. So I'm using this NYX liquid liner in white, and I'm just painting on my hair that I already have, and then I'm going back in with the gray paint to kind of underline my brows to make them stand out more. And then I'm going to use the same white liner and do a winged look. I'm going to bring this all the way out, make it really exaggerated, and then pull it all the way in. I want this to look very wide and awake. And then of course we're going to repeat the same process on the other eye. And then for my headband design, I'm going to use the black paint and a flat end of a brush to create dots on my forehead. I'm going to make them in kind of a zigzag motion, that way it stays close to my hairline, because I am going to be drawing a moon on my forehead. I did just use a blue eyeliner, like a navy blue, and I just took my time and then I went back in with a little bit of the paint to make it a little bit darker. I do wish I could have made my moon a little bit better. I think it was a little wonky, but it'll have to do. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to make these dots on my nose just to give a little accent, and then I'm adding a little white into the dots to give them some dimension. And then of course I couldn't do this look without adding some rhinestones, so I am placing those around the dots, and I'm using House of Lashes eyelash glue to adhere them and just some tweezers to apply them to my face. And you can kind of apply these wherever you want. I was trying to keep it in a zigzag motion, but I think it would be kind of fun to apply them in a lot of different places. And to enhance my contour, I'm using this black color from the NYX Primal collection. And I'm just placing that along my hairline and on my cheekbones, and then I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm also going to put a little bit on my neck just to create some more depth. And then I'm using the blue color to do blush. I mean, why wouldn't I have blue blush? Of course, that makes sense, right? And then to highlight, I am going to use the Grand Tiara pigment that I used earlier and place that on the high points of my cheeks and above my lip. And to make the eyes pop a little bit more, I'm using this blue liner from NYX in my waterline. And of course, we can't forget mascara. I am using the MAC Giga Black Lash on my top and bottom lashes. Decided I wanted to give my face more color, so I did use this teal color from the Urban Decay Electric palette around my eyebrows. I'm just using this Tarte primer to add some white to my lashes. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish painting my chest. And I'm just using the same 3 colors from the Flash palette. And I did use a little bit of Fix Plus to make it slip a little bit easier. Alright, now that I'm done with that, it's time to move on to drawing our moon. And I cannot draw circles to save my life, so I did use this lid to a Bath & Body Works candle. And I'm just using a navy blue eyeliner from MAC to kind of fill this in lightly before we go over with paint. And to darken it up, I am using the black color from the Flash palette. And once we are done filling that in, I am going to go in with the NYX liquid liner in white to try to add some designs. I'm not going to lie, I had originally tried to draw a face and it failed so bad, so I decided just to add some filigree in it. And then I'm just going to kind of swirl around some white to kind of just create a starry effect. And this part is the fun part. I'm just adding some glitter. I'm using a couple different kinds. This one that I'm pouring on is the MAC Vanilla. And then to do my hair, I didn't really know exactly what to do. I didn't want to paint my hair since it has been freshly colored. So I am just doing 2 pigtail French braids. And I thought that that was just kind of fun. So you can do whatever you want, but if you want to French braid, you can watch me try to do it. But I did a little bit messy because I was trying to not ruin my chest. And don't forget to go back and pull apart the braid to make it look a little bit more full. Alright, so the last thing is applying lipstick. I'm just going to use this NYX Wicked lipstick in the shade Envy, and we are all finished. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys!